What is up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. We're back at it. I don't make videos this late, but I really wanted to get this out because the college football playoff rankings come out tomorrow, and I want to get this video out to you guys as soon as possible. As soon as freaking possible. Try to get this video out before midnight tonight, my time, and then try to get it so you guys can watch it, enjoy it before the college football, and make this video almost irrelevant. But I just finished watching both the ACC title game and the Big Ten title game, and it's still going on in the background. They're still talking about a bunch of nonsense. I had to set up the video screen, talk about the games of the weekend, as well as pick my top 14. We're going to do it a little different. We're going to do it just like the playoffs. So the top 4 spots are going to be the conference champions. Wherever the last conference champion is going to be, probably like 12th, and then we're going to fill in the blank from 5 to 11, and then we'll have our first team in at 13 and 14. If that makes sense, I hope it does. Hope you guys are all paying attention. Because I love the comments. They're like, "Oh, this is so different. That doesn't make any sense." Just watch the video. First, we're going to start off with what happened over the weekend. We had some crazy games. I'm not going to talk about the group of 5 teams that are not relevant to this. Outside of that huge win to Army, congratulations, you guys. I just want to tell you right now, Army is not in this bracket. I don't think they're going to get past ASU in the slightest. But congratulations, you guys. You guys won, loss, American champions, first year in. Got to give you props where props is due. But Boise State handled business against UNLV. They're in. Oregon just came off a crazy W. Penn State, I was sitting there going, "Oh my God, why are you going for 2?" It never came up. It never mattered. So that play will forever not matter in the grand scheme of things. But if it did come up and they had to go for 2 in that last play to tie the game, then yes, we can sit there and go, "What the heck play was that? Why were you go for 2 there?" Nail biter of a game coming out of Georgia and Texas, going to overtime. Georgia on the backup QB. Whew, this game. Ooh, these games just gave me chills down my spine. I'm freaking hyped. I'm just so hyped right now. I have a lot of energy. Watch that ACC game right down to the wire. Clemson clawing back the comeback season of SMU. Just crazy games. Georgia, I think the Georgia AC game were right here. SMU down, it was like 21-7 going into halftime or something like that. And then they come back in the second half with vengeance. Georgia, Texas down to the wire. Field goal game for a while. Quarterback goes down. Georgia's offense steps up to the plate. Penn State trying their best against this elite Oregon offense. I am just bewildered on how Wisconsin was able to contain this Oregon offense. Last week I talked about Oregon not being like this elite team. But Oregon's offense is crazy. They're so good. Probably right up there. Their defense was was good, but I'm just saying, like, against like Penn State, it was a very high scoring game, so definitely didn't really show out on either side of either team's defensive capabilities. Just so amped right now. I don't even know where to start. I think we're gonna move on to the bracket. We talked a little bit about the games and where they at, and how things are going, and then I'll let you know on what I think should happen around here and here. Here and here. Like right around this area. Who's in? SMU just lost. Clemson's auto bid. So where is SMU going to go? Stay tuned for the rest of the video to find out. We're going to keep that for last. But we're going to start off with number 14, just so we know who it is. Lovely Miami. We're going to keep them at number 14. Second team out, just so you guys we're just going to keep that like there in the back burner. Next, auto bid time. Clemson. Auto bid at 12. They're not going to be moving up to any crazy rankings here. I don't think they're going to pass ASU in the rankings. Next auto bid we have is ASU at number 4. Next auto bid we have is Boise. So my reasoning for these two teams, so just so you guys know, my reasoning is because Boise just beat a ranked UNLV team 21-7. Yes, ASU beat a ranked Iowa State team, but they were so far in the rankings. Yes, you could argue that they should have been higher, but that's just not how the landscape. They're not going to be pushed up 7 spots to go past Boise, especially since SMU just lost, and we don't really know where they're going to fall in the rankings. I think Boise's going to fall down to 9 or fall down to 9 or 8. Probably not 8. They're going to fall down to 9, and the next 8 are pretty much set. They're just shuffling around. So I don't think ASU has room there, and I think Boise is going to be the 3rd seed. And then we got our SEC champion, and then we got our Big Ten champion. So here's our bracket so far. We got our champions. We got the second team out just because we just don't want to see them anymore. Now the question is, where is everybody else? Some of you guys might be thinking, who will be number 5? Will it be the runner-up for the SEC? Would it be the runner-up for the Big Ten? Would it be independent Notre Dame? And those are all valid questions. And I can give you some valid answers. My pick is going to be Notre Dame. Yes, I hear the boos. But Notre Dame is a team that is elite. And they should be able to hold that highest level as elite. I know they don't have a conference. I know they've been sitting around all weekend doing nothing, just watching other teams kill each other. But they are an elite team, and I think they should hold that spot. They're like number 4 right now. Penn State just lost. Texas just lost. They just move up. They're just going to move up. And I think they're going to be the first team. They're going to be playing Clemson in the first round. Number 6 I have is the runner-up of the SEC. Texas. Yes. This is a good spot. This is a really good spot for Texas. I think so. I think this is they're the 6th seed. I think it's a good spot because right after that, I think it's Penn State. I don't think they should. The head-to-head between Penn State and Ohio State, I don't think at this point matters because Penn State had to go and compete at the highest level against Oregon. And yes, Ohio State only lost to Oregon by 3, but Penn State went down to the wire and still only lost by 1 score, just like Ohio State. So I think their common opponents are about equal. And I think that Penn State, since they were able to go to they had to play a game, I think they should be ranked ahead of Ohio State. And the next ranking is 8. We're going to have 8 seed Ohio State, still getting that home field advantage. That's where this is where I think they're going to end up. I'm really going off of what the previous week's CFP rankings were, which had Ohio State above Tennessee. And yes, my channel can be viewed as a little meme channel sometimes, but I will be honest with you. I don't think Tennessee is going to be higher than Ohio State in this ranking. And that's just because it doesn't seem like the CFP is going to put them ahead of this ranking, no matter how well or how good their conference is. So it's looking like Tennessee is going to be away, and they're going to be, and that's just what it's going to happen here. And that's just, I don't write the script for these games, so that's just what's going to happen. And now, number 10, the 10th seed, we already know, Indiana. They're not going to move. I don't think so. I don't think they're going to move much of anything. And they're going to be sitting there beautifully at the 10th seed. Now the question is, who is number 11 and who is out? Is it going to be Alabama? Is it going to be SMU? I'm going to give you some positives and negatives of both teams. In this situation, I think both these teams are very elite in their own respect. But Alabama near the tail end of the season has not been looking good. SMU just lost to Clemson and nail-biter in their championship game. Lost by a field goal. Like I said, if they lose by a field goal or even 1 score, I think they should be put in. That's what I said last week. And I think Alabama, as of right now, they have a lot of elite wins. They have a win against Georgia, who's going to be the SEC champion. They win against South Carolina. They did lose to Tennessee, and they lost to Vandy, and they lost to Oklahoma. All of SMU losses are against teams above 500. They lost to BYU, who is currently ranked. They were tied. They had a tiebreaker for the Big 12 champion. And they lost to Clemson, who is now the ACC title winner. So I would say those are really good losses compared to Alabama's situation. And you're probably sitting there, oh, you only said negative things out. Well, Alabama did beat Georgia. There is a positive there. And they do, at the first half of the season, they looked great. They were playing great football. Yeah, there was some bumps in the road, but they still were coming out with the win. And I'm very much of an advocate for who's coming out the W here, which is why I like ASU, I like Iowa, all that good stuff. But That's not what you're here to see. You're here to see who I choose to be in this spot. First team in. The first team in, SMU, which then we'll play Alabama first team out. I think SMU performed excellent. I think they performed wonderful. I don't think they should be punished. But that's my take on this. Is what my tournament looked like. I don't have the bracket up right now. This is just the easier way to do right now. It's late at night. Post all the games. I'm tired, and this is how it's going to be. If you like this kind of content, please like and subscribe. We have goals in this channel. We're trying to grow. Beautiful community. That's it. Peace.